Well, they're getting close to their target, but they still want more. The class action against Southern Response has so far had over 200 people to take up the offer to take on the insurer, and people have just a few weeks left to get involved. Our reporter Jared McCulloch was at last night's meeting.
It's the last chance for many Christchurch residents still waiting on a solution for their earthquake-damaged properties. Well over 200 frustrated Southern Response policyholders turned out for a private meeting at the Cardboard Cathedral last night to consider whether to join a class action against the insurer. And the lawyer in charge, Grant Cameron, says he's pleased with the turnout.
Very, very good. Exactly what we expected. People, I think, are highly motivated and very, very keen to get cracking. So couldn't have gone better.
The hour-long meeting saw Cameron explain alongside lawyer Francis Cook QC to talk about the process of a litigation team who will fund the case and how a class action works. A no-win, no-fee basis means just that. If the class action is unsuccessful in court, claimants wouldn't have to pay any damages and legal costs. That's covered under the litigation team. But if the action is successful, claimants would pay fees of no more than 20% of the claim, with some paying a lot less. A number of claim holders with the government-owned insurer have already signed up. Last night that number was sitting just below 200 to try and fight the insurer in getting a fair deal to either repair or rebuild their home. Now that number has jumped around another 15 claimants.
The phones have been running red hot. We are very, very pleased with how it's going. We're very confident that we'll have the full response by the end of the month, and we're all set ready to proceed with filing proceedings.
When contacted today, Earthquake Recovery Minister Jerry Brownlee didn't want to comment on last night's meeting, but Cameron says they didn't believe the Crown should be worried.
The government has done the right thing from day one. It's stepped in and said, look, policyholders will not be left out of pocket. We can't have a crisis of confidence in the insurance industry. So the government is supporting this. So they will watch with interest. They don't anticipate at this stage that the class action will become huge. Therefore, the monetary sort of impact may not be that great for the government.
However, he believes the meeting will help other confused and distraught homeowners to make a decision.
Well, I think they've been very concerned that perhaps the information coming from the insurer hasn't been accurate, and that there is a need to get independent expert advice. That leads to cost problems, and of course a lot of them can't face that, and part of the benefit of joining the class action is to get those expert reports paid for, and then the litigation itself, will it bring this to a head? And I think most people went away tonight believing yes, it will bring it to a head.
It was interesting, yes. Do I think it's for me? I don't know. I'll have to make that decision.
Really good that we've got more information so we can go through it all and see whether it will suit us. I do think it would depend largely on where your DRA is sitting, relevant to where you think you should be sitting, so that would affect my decision.
I've already made up my mind before I come here, mate, but this has even made it me more.
Hopefully we'll get a few more.
Get a few more. Hope it goes ahead.
You know, I think that we'll hopefully benefit from it if we decide to join. We haven't 100% made up our mind. Certainly got plenty of information to go away and think about, and got 2 weeks, so no pressure.
I thought it was very good, and I think it's about time that people took a stand instead of just being trodden all over. It's gone on for too long now, and why shouldn't we have what we're due? It's only right, it's only fair.
I think that a lot of people are really living pretty much in the dark. They don't actually understand the process, and until they're able to come to a meeting like this or sit down with the lawyers, they don't really grasp what it's all about.
Claimants will only have until the end of the month to decide whether or not they want to sign up. I hope for many to move on and waiting on a resolution. Jared McCulloch, CTV News.